What's up? This is Jordan Gray from Half Lit and Dope Living TV.
Yo, this is Tony Terry, and you're watching Dope Living TV.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your boy Jason Weaver, and whenever I'm back home in the Chi, I'm checking out Dope Living TV.
What's up? We watching Dope Living TV. What you watching?
Yo, welcome to Dope Living TV. Dope Living TV. Dope Living TV. We got it all. Come and see. Yeah. Let me see. Dope Living TV. Dope Living TV. Yeah. Check us out. Come and see.
Welcome to Dope Living TV Live. Sending much love from our host, Greg Gray. And we are honored to be the National Black Radio Hall of Fame podcast. Okay. I'm Stephen Edwards, co-host of Dope Living TV Live. The views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliates. And if you don't like it, get your own damn show. So tonight we will have our very own CEO, leadership coach, Rachel L. Gary, bringing us another powerful edition of her inspiring CEO nuggets. But until that time, we go do the talk and walk the walk and have some fun at first. So let's say this. At the beginning of 2026, Greg Gray disclaimed that this is our winning season. And hey, it is true. At the beginning of the year, God has proven to me that he is the creator of my winning season. Sitting here as the co-host is just evidence of God's goodness. Being a contributing writer for Melanin and Marriage and being on the cover of the June issue with other great contributing writers that are men is another example of opportunities that are growing for me. So, let's talk. Let's talk a little sports right now. So, LeBron has went to the Philadelphia 76ers, everybody, and I'm sure everybody has seen that. What surprises me is I know he's played a lot of years and received a lot of accomplishments, but you just can't go there and y'all can't call it LeBron and the King's Court. That's like, in pure honesty, that's disrespectful to Tyrese Maxey and especially Embiid, who, they done been there. Jaylen Brown just got there, but come on, let's not forget the people that been there and they've been in the war and fighting it, But hey, just to say that's going to be a great team this upcoming year, a very great team, Me, myself, I'm a big Jaylen Brown fan, and you add him there, you add LeBron, you got Tyrese Maxey, you got the young boy they drafted last year, VJ Edgecombe, man, Embiid, LeBron. That's a great starting lineup, Added Anthony Simons from the Bulls, good 3-and-D. That's a team. That is, for everybody that likes sports, knows sports, that's a dangerous thing because with LeBron and Embiid on the same team, they both can give each other health, time to rest. But we don't need each of them to play 40 games in the first half. So give them some time to rest. Then if you've seen and you've been on my page, let's send a shout out to CJ2K and from the NFL. Found out that he had ALS, and I actually was one that I took the ALS challenge. Me and my people, we made a donation to his foundation. So, hey, if you don't mind doing the ice bucket challenge, get you a bucket of ice, have your child, your spouse, somebody turn it on you, it's nothing. It's nothing. It's a few seconds of cold, but what is that in 90-degree summer weather? It's nothing. So if everyone knows me, I run an epilepsy support group that is called Epilepsy Enlightenment. So as of right now, I have a couple questions that deal with epilepsy that, it has been shot out to me. So the first thing was actually how did the support group start? So the support group started, I want to say maybe honestly between 8 and 10 years ago, honestly, because it started before, a lot of things start before things happen. And I was just sitting back in my home and I was just going through so much when it had to do with the seizures, falling out all the time. And basically I've always lived alone. So it's just falling out, waking up from a seizure, paying attention to how bad it was to see if I need to call an ambulance to go to the emergency room or anything. And just thinking about when I first started having seizures at 12 years old and thinking about who did I have to speak to? Who was there to listen to me? Because when it comes to epilepsy and seizures, a lot of people don't pay attention. A seizure lasts 3 to 4 minutes. Epilepsy is here for a lifetime. Epilepsy is the disability. Seizure is what happens from the disability. So, I mean, you got to understand it's much more acts than that 3-4 minute person shaking or person staring in the sky, depending on what type of seizure they have. So because with the years and years of seizures, it affects the brain. It affects the body in physical ways that someone that doesn't have these things would not know. So people look and they just, even with me, I actually, I feel like I move around, I get around fine to be a person that's been having grand mal seizures since 12 years old. I believe if you see me and you didn't know me, you wouldn't think anything, you wouldn't believe I dealt with a disability of that stature, because I carry it fine and I give that. Sorry, everyone. Just had a little technical difficulties. Okay, and well, like I say, it started because when I first started having seizures, I had no one to talk to. So I wanted to make it better for young children, begin to have seizures like I did at early ages, before they can have someone to speak to. So someone else asks, what do you hope members gain from joining? I hope I hope it lets them know that they can do anything they want to do. I hope it lets them know it's nothing that they can't do because they may have a seizure. That should never stop you from being you. Let your personality shine and just let you know that nothing can stop you. Nothing can stop you from learning. Nothing can stop you from growing. Growth within a person is within you. Learn and grow within God, because God cured me of epilepsy. And that's it. It's nothing else to be said about it. And that's how I look at it. That's how I live by it at this point in time. So I have something else. Someone said, what are some silent struggles you deal with having epilepsy? I mean, I look at them all as silent struggles. I mean, silent struggles it's everyday life. A lot of people don't understand epilepsy, but epilepsy I have grand mal seizures, which are labeled tonic-clonic. So within these seizures, I've had a driver's license suspended since I was 13 years old. And I know some of you probably looking like 13, you can't even get a driver's license. But that's when the doctor locked mine. They was making sure you're not even gonna try to get a license. So I mean, it's all type of things. You know, if you can't drive, honestly, high school, early 20s, it's hard to keep a woman. It's hard. You got to find one that love you. And I'll tell you this, they loved you until, I said this before, it is hard to have your homeboy take your girl out, because eventually that homeboy is going to be tagging your girl. I'm telling you the truth. That's what I learned out about something about epilepsy, a quiet thing that don't feel good. It don't feel good when you find out some of them people that was giving you rides, they car was over there too, and you wouldn't know. Hey, I tell you that's something I pay attention to. That's why I take Ubers now. I don't ask for no ride no more, because hey, I don't want to see that car there. But hey, it's like that, it's like that. People ask me, another silent thing about epilepsy, some people don't know. And hear me out. With epilepsy, sometimes you have a seizure. You actually can have a little accident. Excuse my language. Drip draws, pissy panties, because occasionally shit happens. And that's what happens when you have a seizure, because those type of things can occur. That's why you truly got to have somebody that love you and that really got your back. They got to have your back, because I'm telling you, it's some things within life that we all find out. But I'll tell you this, I look forward to the day that I get married, because I've seen people say things that, like, I seen someone say something like, well, my husband lost his job and he couldn't take care of me no more. And she was tired of being there. So she's wondering, how long should she stay? Why do you get married not to honor vows? You're supposed to stay till death do you part. That's why you got to get somebody that love and care for you. Especially, like with me, just think, at any point in time, I can have a seizure that puts me in a place where I don't want to be. And just think, to have somebody that really, really don't, that really, really don't care. Them people that be like, they mention the DNR before the doctor mentioned the DNR. Doctor be looking like, man, come on, we ain't even there yet. we ain't nowhere there yet. What's going on, bro? We popping in and popping out, y'all, but we popping. I tell you that. But we popping. So hey, what I'm saying is, love who you with genuinely, all that, and hey, better or for worse, if something happens, I hope you still love them. But tonight, we will be having them CEO nuggets. We gonna be letting Coach Rachel, leadership coach, we gonna give her the microphone and we gonna let her go. And because the things that she do, it does help. I am an example of it. Epilepsy Enlightenment was already started, but some of the nuggets that I got being part of the CEO class, the first one, the CEO Mastermind first season, hey, they helped me. They helped me more of getting to the point I am now. Speaking to people and moving in steps and in ways that I wouldn't expect. And it came together with the other things that I do, and along with praying and fasting. And God just allowed it to take part. So I tell you, you can hear Coach Rachel and you can pay attention to some of the things she's saying. You may say, that doesn't work for me. But are you allowing it to work for you? Have you convinced yourself already, whatever she does, it's not going to work for me? Or are you actually open to learning, to hearing? Because it's one thing I learned, even to be taught, you must be willing to learn yourself, to teach. You must be willing to learn. I've learned so much, like I said earlier, over the last year, going from not this to having 5 articles published, co-host in a nationally Black Hall of Fame inductee podcast, National Black Radio Hall of Fame podcast. I've took those steps, and 2, passing leadership coach Rachel's class the first season, which all was a learning experience. We are the greatest part of us when we realize it. Never let someone convince you of what you can't do or who you can't be. Because sometimes it's almost like we're trained not to be what we could. And I hear a lot of people today say, know your worth. In a lot of places, it's hard to see yourself in a greater value when you're stuck in such a low value place, a low value market. Sometimes it's hard for people. Sometimes it's hard to think so much higher than you see on a daily basis. But believe in yourself. Believe in what you do. Believe in what you feel. It's there for you. A better day, a brighter season. The Lord can bless you just like he blessed me and everyone on this show and everyone that he has blessed. Are you willing to learn? But understand, when you learn, it's your job to go out and teach someone else. That's what our responsibility is. The things we learn and progress in, we must go to the children under us. We must go to the children and we must teach them to grow within. Because it's one thing I don't want you to do. We love to use these 2 words in urban communities: game and trap. Don't get trapped in this world's game. Understand that. Because you go keep going around the board and don't nobody win. That's just a little life chronicles that I learned. Because, you can just keep going around that board thinking somebody go win. And you just keep going. You just keep going. And then we can name it like one of the games I love. Sorry. Because that's what they gonna tell you at the end of it. That's what they gonna tell you. Because you just go keep going around, And it's a game that's out there to trap us. And as I say, as a educated Black father, let's not get trapped. Let's not let them trap us, Let's get out there. Let's get out there and win. Let's get out there and win. Let's get out there and read. Let's get out there and give the knowledge to our children on a daily basis. Because don't expect that they're going to treat your children just as good as you would treat your children. So don't think the knowledge that they give them is the knowledge that you would. So actually pay attention to everything they're learning in school and make sure it's worth learning in school. You know, I'm not downgrading nothing, but understand, pay attention to what they're learning. You know, I say they don't do cursive anymore in schools. Well, how you take a signature? You press this button on the computer. That's a signature now. Wow. You know, it's like, hey, they would have never cashed a check with you doing that back in the day. Like, well, I just, and I cashed the check. No, but that's how it is today. So get the knowledge of it, you know, grow with it. Don't let it outgrow you. What's up, Greg? Are you coming in tonight? I guess not. Seeing you jump in. But let me see. Is leadership coach in the back? Is she ready to come on? Nah, not ready. But when she ready, she ready. So, oh man, anybody? I want to say this: pay attention to Black Vision TV Plus. You know, you can pull it up and stream it live. If you like to subscribe, it'll be $4.99. But go on there and watch Barbershop Larry. You know, it come on kind of late on our Eastern time or Central time. But I'm telling you, it's a great comedy show. It's a great comedy sitcom. And it's great, clean comedy. We don't have to, even though I do myself, I'm sorry for cursing, but we ain't got to use profane language all the time to make things funny. Because sense of humor is sense of humor. They have other great shows on there, but I'm promoting that for brother Danny Green, who was here on Dope Living TV not long ago. I want y'all to go check out Big John. He's a artist that has autism, a rap artist that's great music. I've seen the video and everything. I would love for you guys to check it out. Everybody at Epilepsy Enlightenment, please check it out. It's awesome. We had Juliet Jeffers recently. Man, I love that. That's Tyson's mom on Tulsa King with Sylvester Stallone, which is a great show. I ain't, trying to do no promotions. They ain't did meeting nothing to get a promotion, but hey, I love the show. It come on Paramount. I love it. It be jumping. Then we had Lil Rel, and we thought that was her name, but we thought that was just like her name to perform. But no, she's a great artist out of Tennessee, doing much with performing arts and everything. I mean, it's awesome. She's doing awesome. And also with Juliet Jeffers, she has 5 one-woman shows that she's did. She has a short film, Panga. It's other pans with the thing. They be jamming. Those are things that we did recently in the shows, and I want everybody to check out, go back, review. Also, like everybody to check us out on Mondays when we do the relationship roundtable with my fellow contributing writers of the Melanin and Marriage magazine. We also have Brother Anthony Banks, who's right above me in the magazine. We have him as one of the panel guests here on the show, along with S. Marie Moore. And we also have Reverend Pat. Reverend Pat is great. We love to have them all here on Monday nights. We do a great show. Well, we just try to educate and entertain. We all have been through things in relationships, and we learn through experiences, not coincidences. So check us out. And I'm looking for coach. I'm looking for leadership coach in the back. We should have her. Is you ready, coach? To let us know what you're doing over there with them CEOs. Making them, I know. Hey, coach, where you at? Do you see her? Do you see her, G? Do you see coach? I don't know yet. So I'm going to ask y'all this. Finish talking about some of these sports. So, are the Rams going to win the Super Bowl? That's what I want to know. Now, the thing is, we done got Myles Garrett over there, which is like, wow. But to believe that Aaron Darnold might actually come back and play, oh my God. If that was to see, man, I don't know what to do. I'm not even a gambler, but I might have to take it because I'm not a gambler. I take 250 or something and put it on the Rams. And put it on the Rams. And I love Matthew Stafford and all them, but right now, you add Aaron Donald to that, and you got the Puka Nakuas and you still got Matthew Stafford out there throwing that ball. I believe that's a ring. And I like to say this.
Bro?
What's up, bro? I like to say one thing, everybody. If you haven't heard about what happened in Seattle a few days ago when it came to a couple fans when the Seattle Storm was playing the Indiana Fever. It was a couple young ladies that had a sign up and said they, I can't think of the lady's name, Sophie. I don't want to pronounce it right. Sophie something. She's for the Indiana Fever. I want to say the coach, one of the coaches, yeah. And they supported her about her saying that men shouldn't be in women's sports. And actually, one of the owners of the Seattle, they walked past her and they said some things that were very horribly said and shouldn't have been said. And that is just a horrible, horrible thing. And then at that same game, it was a young lady who was supporting Caitlin Clark and all of that. And she had a woman spit in her face. And that was a horrible situation. You're not hearing about these situations. See, I want to speak on them and make them true to it. You're not hearing on these situations because it did not contain an African American woman. These situations were Caucasian women and Caucasian women alone, but that does not make it right. Everyone, chill out on Caitlin Clark. Stop hating on her because she can ball. Stop hating on her. If she better than you, get in there and get better. Instead of just talking about her like she doing something wrong to the league. She ain't did nothing wrong. She just that damn good. Stop hating on her. All right, G. Let's bring CEO Coach into the room. Are you in the back, Coach? Let me see.
No, she's not in the back yet, man. Okay. What's up, y'all? Hope everybody's well. Steve, great job, bro. Oh man, I got a lot of stuff going on here, man. So continue. I'll let you know when Rachel's there, all right?
All right. And I will continue, Coach. I mean, G. While I'm waiting on Coach. So while we're waiting on Coach, let's get some more to the epilepsy. What do you do to help members gain from joining the Epilepsy Enlightenment support group? Well, I try to educate and advocate for epilepsy to the fullest because it is so true to me, because it is a disability that I've dealt with since 1989 when I was 12 years old, going to be 13. And I went through a down point in life where it was because of epilepsy. And I strive my hardest now to get past that, to be able to help other people, because it can put you in a down place. I mean, you can just, at times you can wonder why, but I do what I do because I believe the personality I had, God gave it to me before epilepsy was put up on me. I had people say, well, how do you keep your sense of humor? who wants to be around with a sad face, looking like something wrong every day. I mean, people do, but I don't want to be that person trying to play a victim of anything or anything. I know a seizure lasts a couple minutes. Epilepsy was a lifetime disability that they said I had. A seizure lasts a couple minutes. So I know after those couple minutes, if I'm not too tired, I'm up and free to do whatever I choose to do. You know, so, and if I couldn't have a sense of humor, I'd probably have been a bad place where I may be dealing with anger issues, you know, very bad anger issues. So I'm glad I'm able to have a sense of humor and laugh about a seizure, you know. And I think the journey I've had has helped me. I think having a sense of humor has helped me during my journey with epilepsy. Because I tell you the truth, I really laugh about it. I've had people ask me, well, how do you do with epilepsy and sex? Well, if I have a seizure, I kill it. Well, y'all gotta excuse me, but these are things that people ask you. People ask you some of the craziest things when you deal with seizures.
Yes, they do.
Huh?
Yes, they do. They ask you crazy questions, period.
Man, they just want to know, you know. And then it's like I've been in grocery stores and try to explain epilepsy to people. And it's like the questions they ask is so crazy. But I want to tell everybody, anyone looking for good information about epilepsy, you can contact your state's Epilepsy Foundation of America.
Epilepsy Foundation of America.
And you can go to your state's office. It may be online, or they may have a brick and mortar building in your state or in your city. And you contact them, and they can get you all the information you need. They can get you seizure first aid posters. They actually can get you certified to do seizure first aid, like myself. And you actually can look in to join and be a member of the seizure of EFA, which is Epilepsy Foundation of America, which myself, I am an Epilepsy Foundation of America member. I am actually a seizure first aid certified, and and how it goes, I'm not just such, I am also a member, you know, a member, a patient, however you want to put it.
All of that.
All of that in one, bro.
Yeah, man. So what's up, man? I mean, you know, I'm sorry I'm late. And I still can't visualize, but
You're always on time, bro.
Man, it's been one, but it's been a very productive day. Everything's good.
And anybody can join my Facebook Epilepsy Enlightenment page, where I have the link that can help you.
Yeah. See, Steven is like that. Here's the thing. We don't know. You can look at Steve and say, whatever. But we don't know at any time what anyone has gone through. So we have to, number one, love up on each other. Gotta do that. Love up on each other. And then find out. Have a conversation with people. You know what I'm saying? See,
Definitely, because you never know what a person deals with until you know. I mean, if you didn't ask, because even with epilepsy, I've dated people in the medical field, and they really didn't know how to deal with it being in a relationship with the person that has it. It's so different than being a nurse in a hospital. In a relationship with a person that has it.
Yep. So again, ask questions. If you ask questions, then you will know how a person is, what they're going through, how they're going through it, what they need from you for support. You know, we'll find out everything, and all it is just a conversation.
Yeah, and there are various injuries that can occur from seizures. Mm-hmm. I've dealt with many injuries. I've dealt with multiple concussions at one time. I've had multiple stitches in my face at one time. I've had up to maybe like 40 stitches in my face at one time. So I thank the Lord for not making me as ugly as I am now, because I've
Still
had
ugly,
many
bro.
falls and things where I beat myself up.
You're
I
still
beat
ugly.
myself up. So
You're still ugly, but it's cool, you know.
yeah, not as ugly. You know.
Hey man, I'm actually not to take any thing away from what you're talking about, but I'm actually growing my beard back.
And see, I want some advice. Anybody watching, please tell me, should I go back with the goatee or should I keep the clean face for my 50th birthday? I need to know now. So if I'm going to go do the goatee back, I'm going to keep it. You know, I'm not cutting no more. But if I should keep clean face for 50th, let me know.
Yeah, you know, it's been a up and down thing with me. You know, like I grew the beard. Everybody, oh, that's so distinguished. That's blah 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 blah. And I'm like, well, I don't like it. I just don't like it. You know, as I get older, and I'm telling you, keep the goatee. Get the goatee. As you get older, you change your appearance changes and this and that. I still look the same once I cut everything off, and I was like, all right, cool. But can't have the fact that I'm getting older, and so I have to, you know, let nature take its course, which is what I'm going to do. I'm growing the beard back. I'm not going to go, you know, thick and all of that stuff, but I'm gonna keep it cut, keep it sexy, you know.
Thank you, Bobby. Bobby, you say I'm not ugly at all.
Yeah, I
You.
kept it up there for you. I kept it up there for you.
But you say going to get the goatee back?
Yeah, get the goatee, bro.
So if the goatee back, that means no more cutting down here to November.
Get the goatee. Handle that business.
Right. That mean it won't be. That mean that goatee won't be. That mean won't nothing down here be trimmed up to like November 6th, the morning of my 50th birthday.
So, dude, you know, before the show, we were talking, and one of the reasons I was late because, you know, my son had some problem with his automobile, so we had to get him another one, right?
Yeah.
And I was telling Steven as I walked out of the dealership, oh man, I should have took a picture. I saw this amazing Porsche Panamera. Y'all, it was white. I showed Steven, it was white, black rims, and it was a 2025. And I'm like, I gotta have it. I gotta have it.
Miles is on it?
9,000 miles on it, y'all.
9,000 miles.
9,000. I was like, I gotta have it. It was, I mean, I looked at it, I pictured myself in it. I'm talking to Steven. I said, well, Steven, I gotta go and check this out. I'll call you back. Went in, guy says, oh, that is a beautiful car. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Unfortunately, we sold it already, sir. Man, do you know I wanted to tear that shop up?
I mean, I think you must be really a rich person or a wealthy person when you can buy a car and he telling you we sold this car already. If you sold a car to me already, it is not still gonna be there. That's what I'm just gonna say. You must really got some money to buy a car and leave it at the shop.
Man,
I'm just not that rich and wealthy yet. Because if I buy it, it's going no.
Let's spit facts, bro. That's facts. Why? Okay, so it's in. Why you got it in the parking lot? Now, to be honest, there was a nice Corvette right next to it, but it was by the time I got through with the test drive of my son's car, it was gone when I came back. So I'll imagine that if I was to go back up there right now, it's gone.
I'm not the biggest Corvette fan because I guess the land that, you know, I need more sitting like a chair in a car. You know, it's too laying down for my legs. In a long trip, well, I ain't gonna say long trip, on seizure legs, man, trying to get up, your knees gonna be popping and all type of stuff. I didn't been in a Corvette, man. I used to ride, man, and whoo.
This dude says seizure legs.
Hey, them seizure knees, man. You got to know about them seizure knees. You know how people talk about arthritis. These seizure knees, man, you know, like I tell you, man, my legs are older than you. You just don't know, man. When seizures beat them joints up, it's something else, man.
Yeah.
It's something else when you have years and years of shaking and falling. Because one thing, hell, you didn't fell on everything. And you didn't fell on all type of concrete. You didn't fell on sands and shaking. It all hurt.
Mm-hmm. But
It
you know
all
what?
hurt.
You know what doesn't hurt, Steve?
What?
Look at her. She already laughing because see, I know how to
I know where you.
do the
I know
segues.
you.
You know what I mean? You know what doesn't hurt, Steve?
What?
Is getting fed by the CEO, the leadership coach, Rachel Gary.
I'm finna go get my sauce for these nuggets.
Come on there, Worship Walker. What's happening?
Rachel.
Man, I saw you out there doing your thing, Steve. What we done to Brother Greg today?
I'm actually trying to, get some stuff going on, driving and things of that nature. So
I thought he was drawing a picture of himself.
it's a little bit difficult right now. But Rachel, I hear you doing some great things right now. The next step of your journey has begun.
Man, coach, I'm hearing big things.
I said this. I am so honored by the things that are happening right now. I just feel so blessed by everything that is going on right now. I can't say that. I mean, I feel overjoyed with the blessings that have been happening, the blessings of the people that are around me. I don't know. I just feel so honored right now.
As you should.
We want to know. We want to know all that you can let us know.
Well, I say this. I have taken on a role, I'll say it that way, where I'm working with an organization. That's one thing. I just got my approval with Chicago Public Schools. So I have some great people getting ready to join the team come August. So I alluded to Miss Bobby Stretching. If y'all are not locked in already with Bobby, get locked in. She has been the Queen of Grace ever since I've met her, spoke to her. She's going to honor me and work with me, and with my new campaign that's coming up. I so appreciate you. Hey there, and it's just that I've just been so honored and so blessed by the individuals who have been on my team, the ones who've been on my team and who help support some of the growth. Even though we might have parted ways, it doesn't mean that I think that they're bad people. It's just every fit is not a good fit. And for the type of growth that I'm looking to experience and looking to help as many people as possible, I want everyone on my team by the end of 2027 not to have their jobs that they have today. I want them to be living a life of freedom, and freedom to do the things that they want to do, and working with me as we grow and develop this brand. I appreciate each and every one of them.
That's great, Coach. That's great. Man, that's awesome. You're doing things. Can you tell us a little bit more about what you're going to be doing with the Chicago Public Schools?
Oh, absolutely. So what I will be doing I will be working with the teachers and parents, because a lot of people might not know that school doesn't just have kids. So there's a lot of teacher and parent councils, like you have the local school council, and then you have the PAC program that are at the schools. So I have the privilege to Ms. Mina Media, she helped me get into Burnside. I went to an event there, and she had set up a meeting with the principal and I, we sat and we talked, and she loved what I was talking about doing. She loved the program that I wanted to bring to teachers and parents, and to get them into collaboration so we can have collaboration with our youth. Because I'm a firm believer that learning starts at home. Teacher just extend the learning that you teach your children at home. But if there is not a connection with both, the child feels lost. So how do we help them? We help the people that they see on an everyday basis. So if they see prosperity and growth in the teachers and their parents, then they know prosperity growth is possible. So the reason for me wanting to go that route as opposed to just working with children is because kids hear things, parents teach things, teachers accelerate things that they're learning. So if you are hearing something and you're seeing something different and you're experiencing something different than what you're feeling, you feel like you have a cognitive dissonance because you're trying to figure out what to do. But if everyone's on the same page, then when you go home, you're hearing wealth. When you're at school, you're hearing wealth. And then when you feel that you can be wealthy, that's a different kind of conversation.
Yeah, definitely. And like you say, that puts the household on the same page.
Absolutely.
That's like I give commitments to Coach Johnny Walker. They just had him and his wife had books and buckets. And how they said, if the parents don't know how to read, you come on down here. Because, and I spoke on it at the first half hour of the show, parents pay attention to what they're bringing in from the schools. What are they teaching the students?
Correct.
You know, and if you don't know it, you can learn it also.
Correct.
You know, and find out if is it worth learning, or do you have to dictate it and do some things at home to make it what it needs to be. So, Coach, I commend you. I commend you on that.
Absolutely. I mean, as I said, I think that a lot of times I've heard the conversation for many years that the school doesn't teach financial literacy. However, if the parents are not financially literate, because that's the first teacher your kids get is you. They learn their mannerisms from you. They learn their language from you. Like I tell everyone, my mother and I are not the closest, but my thirst for reading I get from her. My mother read every day. The first time my grandmother, she read every day. So if I see people reading every day, what do? I pick up a book and I start reading too.
Right.
So it goes to what they don't do what we say. They do what they see.
They do what they see. Because see, right now I was talking to a friend and I was saying I want to teach my son better financial literacy than I had, which I didn't. So it's school time, so it's time to buy gym shoes and all these things. So I said to myself, I'm going to give him a certain amount. And I told him, this is your budget. I say I give him $250. This is your budget for shoes. And this is for shoes. They ain't got to do with the clothes. This is shoes. You learn to budget this, but this goes through the rest of this year. This goes through 26. And I want to see how you do it, because it's many things you can do. I know you love Jordans and expensive shoes, but you can find out how to budget this. You may be able to get one signature shoe, but didn't know how to budget. You may have to get an Air Force One or a white and black Reebok Classic, to budget with your signature shoe. But you must learn to budget this for your feet through December.
You know what, Steve? That's powerful, because my wife and I, we did something very similar with our children. We gave them $100 in the grocery store. We told them that these are your groceries for the month. Your snacks, all your snacks. We will buy this food, but you guys have to buy all the snacks and things that you want. This is all you get for the month. You go in the store. We gave them the sales paper. We explained to them about the deals. So we gave them an understanding. This goes to when we're teaching our kids how to think and not what to think. That gives them because we spend a lot of time showing them what to do, as opposed to giving them insight on how to think so they understand what to do. So we took them in the store and we gave them their money and we went regular grocery shopping. So at the end of the month, somebody did not have any snacks. Then what we saw them do was this. The next time it happened, they combined their money and bought bulk, because we were going to Food for Less. They went and bought bulk boxes of chips, bulk boxes of juices, bulk pizzas, and they split it up.
And we have more.
Because they figured out that together they could get more. Now, I want you guys to hear that point. We taught them, this is what you get. This is all you get. Now, they got more and they all had money left over. So that goes to when you empower your kids with positive reinforcement, you get positive results. Yeah. But you must empower them to take the information and make a decision. We don't make decisions for them. We let them make the decision. And then we go back and have a conversation about the decisions and find out what their train of thought was.
Yeah.
Because they're going to make some decisions that don't align with what we want for them.
Right.
But so did we.
But it's a learning experience.
Absolutely.
And that's why I said we don't go by coincidences, we go by experiences.
Absolutely.
It's a learning experience. Just like I told my son, I like Giannis Antetokounmpo shoes, but I could catch them when they ain't the newest ones on sale and I could get them for $50. I told him, do you understand how many pairs of them you could get? And they come in all different colors. So I told him, guess what? That's 4 or 5 pairs of shoes. Mm-hmm. That means guarantee you go each always have a color to match something. You know, we just like I said, it's just how we teach them. It's exactly. Just, you know, it's I had to stop saying, send me the shoe you want. I was messing myself up.
Right. Because at that point, they have no idea about the money side of it. All they know is that you're getting them what they need.
No, it ain't even what they want. What they exactly. Want. I wasn't getting him what he need. I was getting him what he wanted. Mm-hmm. And that was hurting me more. And I wasn't teaching him nothing. And I need him to learn the value of money. Exactly. You know, just like, you know, and Coach I say, you know, everybody needs to know their worth. And I just said earlier, when you come from places where you see nothing but low value, it's hard for some people to think more of their self.
Absolutely. I love that statement, Steve, because that really plays a piece into why things that we do in the community happen. Because we have to utilize, I'll say Jordans. And one more time, this is not me giving a hard time about Jordans. That's not going to be this conversation. Right. Now, I want to explain how marketing worked. So when people decided to market to the Black people, it was some of the billion-dollar Black individuals who told them there was a market in the Black communities. Yeah. Now, I want you guys to hear the psychology that goes behind things. And the reason why, because I want you guys to utilize that same psychology in your lives. Now, for the marketing piece, this is what used to take place. That include me. Let's go. I know that's right, Bobby. So for the marketing piece, there were people like Ebony who said there's a market for Black people in luxury clothes. The mainstream magazine said it was not. How Mr. Johnson became wealthy with Ebony was because he showed that it was. Now, let me explain a couple things to you guys. If we are the top spenders in the economy, what are most commercials targeted to? So that means that you put people that look like us, that act like us, and that connect with us, which makes those people get more money. Yeah. I want you guys to understand, this is why you have athletes. You don't have athletes because they are good at they're good at it. You have athletes because they're able to market to those athletes that make millions of dollars, and a lot of them do not have that money after, because they don't teach them to be financially literate. The reason of giving them more money is so they can get more people that look like them into those leagues. But the same psychology you could use in your everyday life. What is it that you have that can help another person successfully serve them, offer them something? What is it that you got? Jordan. Whatever that is, how are you marketing serving, and giving that to them.
I got Jordans. They can wear them if they want to.
All right, Coach, we almost at the end. I want to hear what we got. We done ate 18 nuggets.
18 nuggets.
I want to hear 19 and 20 right now.
I say, first off, you dropped some nuggets today. I love having great conversations with my brothers on Dope Living TV, because every single time that I come here, I have a great experience of being able just to share the knowledge and the wealth of understanding of where we are. I want to read Miss Bobby's comment because it came so quick on me.
Bring that up. They teach and enforce a poverty mindset that pushes ramen noodles to renting and renting everything. Ooh wee!
That's a whole bar. It was a whole bar because I saw ramen noodles. It's a whole bar because you hear a lot of times. I love that she said it. How do we stay in poverty? How do you keep people in poverty mindset? You keep them in the poverty state of mind. So you don't hear how many shows you hear about people buying homes. How many shows out there, y'all?
Just Dope Living.
And really, when you hear about them buying homes, it's only the people that's buying homes that's gonna rent to the people with Section 8.
Because the first thing you say is that Section 8 is guaranteed money, which means that other people's money ain't guaranteed. So you're trying to, what are we saying? So it goes to, we have to look at the psychology around everything that we're doing and psychology of us building wealth. So for me, I chose the CPS because how do we help our children get off the streets? We help their parents to have the knowledge that they pass on to their children, and their children make better decisions. You teach the teachers that, yes, there's a curriculum that the Board of Education puts down, but you also have free time where you can offer these tidbits of information.
Yes, thank you.
But if you don't know the information and you're renting, you can't teach. It's harder to teach someone else how to buy. There's so many programs out there that you could have a 520 credit score and you could buy buildings. I want you all to understand, a residential property is any property from 1 to 4 units.
Yes.
1 to 4 units, which means you have 3 other units to help 3 other people have a good place to live. You want people to stop living in bad situations, create good ones.
Yes. Yes.
So that's the psychology that I want to drop information into the schools, because I gave 6 community leaders a plan when Chicago had 600 lots for sale. I did not see any of those community leaders execute a plan that bought 10 to 20 of the lots in the neighborhoods in which we reside in. We want to make a change and make a difference, but we have to have the psychology. That's the mindset, the tools, the knowledge, and the action plan to move forward. If you're ready, let's get ready. So that's my 19 and 20 for the day for Steve.
Hey. Let's hear you end it for the night, Coach. Before I go, you gotta.
Well, you know what? I have to say this. I have a pleasure every single week to come right here with the National Black Radio Hall of Fame inductees. I just left another show where I was zooming on my way here because I can't miss this show, because it is so important to have great conversations with people in the community who are looking to help themselves and others grow. If you are looking for greatness, the greatness is in you. So let's stay focused on being better. Let's stay focused on getting the mindset and get locked in to, I will have a 5-day challenge starting at the end of August. So go to Rachel L. Gary so you can get locked in. Any social media platform, go to Rachel L. Gary and you'll see videos. Matter of fact, tell me how y'all like the new videos. I've been working really hard at them. Y'all tell me what y'all think of them. I'm putting some production time behind them, because how do you get better? You get better by iteration. You get better by seeing what's not working and getting better at it. So right now, this is my attempt to move from just putting content out to bringing value add content. So let me know how I'm doing. And next week, when I'm right here with the National Black Radio Hall of Fame inductees, I want y'all to stay focused on your growth, because you make the decision every day to be better than you were yesterday. So keep deciding in your favor, because you are God's favor. And I want y'all to be up, out, and moving to the greatness that we all know lies within who? You.
Hey, and that y'all heard it. She dropped the mic with it. Hey, and that's what it is, you know. Educate, advocate, and we try to help all people. You know, we fall down, but we get up. So here we are until tomorrow night. Stay safe, stay encouraged, and always remember, God is love, love is God. I'm Stephen Elton on behalf of the entire Dope Living TV family. Hey, it's the final day of the week, so let's not forget. It'll be Monday. We'll see you with the Relationship Roundtable and my co-parts from the Culinary Paradise team. And that's how we do. Down. Somebody fell down right now. It don't sound like they making it up.
Come on, we gotta go. We get up. Come on, we can get into it.
Didn't you tell us you could sing Greg Gray?
We get up.
That's why they dropped you off at the bus station for Levert.
But we get up. Cause a saint is just a sinner who fell down. Yeah.
And then he locked the doors in the church.
Come on, yeah. Drop them dollars in that plate when it comes around.
Who in the hell left the gate open? Who in the hell left the gate open?
Hey, why did he go in there like first Sunday? He was acting like Tracy and Ice Cube.
Oh my God.
This is Dope Living. If you ain't liking what we do, get your own damn show and we're gonna close the gates. Thank you.
Hey, when y'all heard me say earlier yesterday, you know, if you ride first class.
Did you see Bobby too? I keep rehearsing.
Hey, y'all know when you ride first class in the plane, y'all, if y'all looked it up, look it up. The safest part of the plane is from the middle of the plane to the back.
It is. It's not first class. When the nose
first
falls,
class they nose dive. I be telling people that it don't do nothing but give you space. And that same woman that go to the back and act mean don't do nothing but act a little nicer up there. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the same damn stewardess. So
All right, Steve, we ready.
All right, y'all. We out. Dope Living TV. That's for the week. Well, see y'all Monday. God is love. Love is God.
Oh, hey, by the way, next Tuesday, we're going to have the Builder Bra woman on.
Next week, one of my favorite things in the world, bras. And hey, we're going to have on here the woman that build bras, and I'm the one that love what film. So we're going to have that show going on Tuesday.
And she's gonna talk about it, man. And she represents 2 WNBA players, so we're gonna get all into that, man. Monday is the relationship roundtable. Wednesday, I haven't locked that down yet, but you know, then we go back to Thursday.
It's all right. It's gonna be locked down. Don't worry, because that's what we do.
The leadership coach, Rachel L. Gary. Look, Rachel, thank you for coming to the show, hanging out with us all day, our day. Okay, this is Dope Living TV Live. Stephen, tell them we'll see him Monday. Check it out.
Whether in the house or outside, you know that we gon' do it. Make our own decision, turn around and still get through it. When you say the name, you know it's us and what we doing. So turn it on and let the bass get booming. Yeah. Dope Living TV. Dope Living TV. Dope Living TV. Dope Living TV. Yeah. We got it all. Come and see. Yeah. Dope Living TV. Oh. Dope Living TV. Oh.